about that guy, calls himself JamessMK. Oh yeah, that motherfucker smokes 2 packs a day. I heard he's got his own show now. Oh yeah? Yeah, it's growing real fast. And now everybody's gonna be by an old man. You think that's bad? He beat me down using only one hand. I heard he outdrinks the guests on his show. Well, by now, I'm sure that everybody knows. And I ain't talking no bullshit. You hear about that guy, calls himself JamessMK, and that DarKNaTaS, he know how to play.
Alright guys, what are we up to? 42 now, Natus, right?
Yes, sir.
Alright, welcome to the 42nd issue. What the fuck was that? My chat just went wiggity whack already.
Already?
Already, within a second. What the fuck? That's my bad. There you go. Alright. Alright, first things I want to do. Before I get into all the shout outs and everything else that's going on in the lovely FGC and the land of egos, obviously everybody knows today Injustice dropped, so, you know, shout outs to NRS getting it out there. It's being received quite well so far. Before I get into all that, what I want to mention is for the last couple of weeks, we've had our version of Filipino Champ and Triforce, and you know what, give it some time and I'm sure there'll be a couple more personalities that'll be coming out by a player by the name of DevilMaySpy. I've heard during the streams he gave OBS mad shout outs. Everybody wanted to hear the voices.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah. With that said, I am adding DevilMaySpy as a new addition to the OBS show as a permanent fixture / semi-permanent if he can make it. And I'm going to add him in right now, as a matter of fact. Let's get him in there. Alright. Yo, what's up, Filipino Champ?
It's good to be here, dogs. Thanks for adding me to the show. I really appreciate that shit. And my Dormammu appreciates it too.
You know, you've come on. You've had people pissing their pants for the last 3, 4, 5 weeks now, and it'd be silly not to make you part of this show as a permanent fixture. We'll work out, you know, details and whatnot later. I mean, you're not forced to come on every week. You got something going on. We understand that, but you've entertained people so well that I've gotten requests from people telling me, yo, you got to get him and make him a permanent part of the show, and it was pretty much a no-brainer.
I appreciate it, man.
So you are definitely, oh my God, these two motherfuckers are wearing the same goddamn shirts.
I know.
Too.
Oh,
what the fuck?
Like, what you doing?
How the fuck did that? Oh my God. I can't wear one of those wife beaters. I might actually be tempted to beat the wife. But yeah, man. Like I said, it's a no-brainer. You've been you've been an active part of this since the last couple of weeks now. Your voices, everything. This is as everybody's saying, the Jerry Springer / Howard Stern. I'm looking more to the Howard Stern, and now we're gonna start
I'll be
building
hearing
a group.
TMZ.
I've heard TMZ. I've been told. What was I told? I was actually liking those Reddit posts. And I'll hit up on that in a second before I get into the other major shit, which is the clusterfuck of a Twitterverse war that was going on all day today and partially yesterday.
Wait, it kept going on today?
Yeah, it was going on again today.
I was too busy at fucking work to read everything.
I'm sorry, Chronoist. I don't have a wife beater shirt, unfortunately. She actually, I do have one. She actually carries it around with her because she knows when I wear it, I smack the shit out of her. So she tries to hide it on me. But in all seriousness, welcome aboard.
Glad to have you on, man.
We'll definitely. You're not a smoker, so that's good. I'm gonna have to follow his lead instead of your fucking lead. Can you just rip the shirt you're wearing into a wife beater? Yo, that'd be kind of cool. But no, actually, I do have a wife beater.
Black white beater right now.
I'll go buy one at Walmart.
White beater show, all white beater.
All right. First things first. Obviously, with Paulo in the chat, congratulations on the game coming out. It's being received quite well. Did I get it yet? No. You know why? Because I work a fucking 9 to 5. I'm a sucker. So I haven't had a chance to get it yet. Like I said, it's being received very well. I hear people pissing and moaning a little bit about the interactables being a little bit too overpowering. But, hey, it is what it is.
Oh, that's something they can always fix over time if it needs to tone it down maybe a little bit or something.
I do have a Tony T video tonight. He was riding on me, making some Deathstroke video stuff, which looks pretty sick. We'll get to that later. We are going to be joined by none other than Tom Brady. We're going to be joined by Perfect Legend. Filipino Champ hopefully will show up. Fanatiq hopefully will show up.
Oh, he said yeah, didn't he?
Yeah, but,
okay.
These guys I know, the other guys I know a little less, so, shit happens, and if you don't hear from them, it is what it is. The other thing I want to hit on, now, this was kind of a, over the weekend, over at NYU, they had Daigo and Seth Killian do like a one-on-one, a little mini Capcom tournament I went to, and they had a one-on-one with what I thought to be a one-on-one with everybody, and I had made a joke video. I'm sure you saw it, Natus.
Yeah, I saw it.
I had it taken down because the people that worship the idol of Daigo were really upset that instead of calling him Daigo Uma I called him Daigo Un Suarez, just breaking balls, and people really took that to heart. I took the video down. I'm gonna wait for the other person that shot the video to get back to me. I'm gonna have him put it back up, and then I'm gonna show it on. I don't care. But what I do want to show is this. While I'm at it, let me go to. Let's see what we got here. Well, we don't want to show all my little private contacts on this. Okay, let me add this. I find it funny because everybody was pissing and moaning, saying how mean I am. First of all, how I'm dick riding on everybody else's success, which kind of made me laugh. I'm a dick riding on nobody. I'm not looking for quote unquote success. I just do what I do because it's Tuesday night, Wednesday night's hump day. It helps me get closer to my fucking end of my week.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. 4/16. Okay. For starters. Okay. Oh, look at that. Look at that member of OBS. Oh, that's a fucking blurry picture, though. Let's rewind.
No, it looks good. Looks good.
Does it? And,
Yeah, you just had to blow it up a little bit.
Okay, so we got Daigo as OBS. OBS Daigo. Look at that. Taking on the world. And, of course, you know, because I broke his balls, too. And, you know, let's throw him in there, too. Oh, look at that. Seth Killian as well. You know, so for somebody that's so so hateful as that, I mean, they called me. I mean, and yeah, if you noticed, if you look at that picture with Daigo, I'm sucking my jelly belly in there. I've gotten called the jelly belly, an old hack. Somebody called me Leatherface. I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
I don't think it is.
I don't think so either. You know. Once again, my new little FU section, you know, big FU to all those guys on Reddit that were breaking my dick. You think I really give a shit what you think of me?
Oh, they really broke you down, man. I was like, wow.
Yeah, they went in hard, and it's all cool. Like I said, they can say what they want, they can do what they want. In all honesty, it doesn't bother me one bit. But I did find it funny because, you know, some of these are the same people that, you know, hold on a second. I'll get back to that. Some of these are the same people that, you know, pretty much when I'm breaking other people's balls, they're laughing. But once you start breaking balls on their idols, all of a sudden they get, this is serious now. You know, it's like, just relax. You know, Daigo's a nice kid. And I call him a kid. He's a 31-year-old guy. One of the things
is he?
Yeah, he's 31, I think it is.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
But, you know, during the interview, you know, some of the things that you learned, let me pull these off. I don't need these on there now. One of the things that I learned was, you know, he was talking during the interview because everybody, if you remember on there, was saying, I don't know shit about him. Well, it was a one-on-one about, you know, Daigo in general. And I kind of thought it was going to be, you know, some Q&A from the fans. So I was a little, I will admit I was a little upset that I didn't get to ask, you know, those hard questions that, you know, OBS would ask, you know, that everybody's afraid of, like, you know, Derptile would like to know, Daigo, what's your favorite animal, you know, stuff like that. But Daigo's father, you know, which is kind of funny, is a big judo and I believe it was kendo teacher, actually an Olympic prospect. So you know, he kind of talked about how his father was very accepting of him, you know, doing the game thing, which, you know, I thought was really kind of cool. Maybe it is Kempo. I don't know if it's Kempo, and I can't remember which it was. I know it was definitely judo, though. And, you know, he basically had said that, like, you know, he's tried to work other jobs, and he worked as a delivery guy. So in my video, I was breaking his balls, you know, and, of course, they took that to heart, too. So, you know, to all those cocksuckers on Reddit, you can suck my dick because now you're famous. So if you guys want to go see the comments, I believe the link was, what, JamessMK?
No, it was under the Kappa section of Reddit.
What the fuck is Kappa, by the way?
I listen. It took me some time to understand how Reddit works. That's where it's at.
What does Kappa mean? Like, really? What does that mean?
Honestly, I have no idea what Kappa came from, what it even means.
What happened to LOL and shit? What the fuck, man? Why is it?
Can someone explain to me what the hell Kappa means?
He was an old worker at Twitch, and he left or got fired or something, and now he's a troll face. Long story short.
Oh, that's where it came from.
Really? That's what it is?
So that's how that works.
Okay, well, Kappa can fucking suck the cap of my cock. But, you know, like I said, there was no offense to call. There was no direct picking on Daigo or picking on Seth Killian. They both happen to be great guys. You know, it's a joke. Hopefully, I can get the video back up and I'll let you all watch it. I mean, literally, I had the video up and I think it was like 300 likes and like literally like 297 dislikes. So, I mean, it got no love, and that's kind of why I put it down. You know, I took it down. I had him take it down. But, you know, Sonic, I can never remember his fucking name. I'm horrible with names. You know what? Take over for a minute, and let me go look it up and see if I can get him to put it back up.
All right, well, let me run down my stuff like I usually do over here. Guys, like I said, shout out to everybody on here watching. 42nd episode. As usual, go down, break down the list. Mortal Kombat United, the Video X Games, Comet Network. Yeah, guys, also, Comet Network is streaming live right now. First day, day one Justice event right now. So, guys, if you can, dual stream, put 2 streams up, check it out. They're playing CD Junior, Crazy Dominican, Super Bowl. A lot of the top MK players are over there right now playing. So definitely put that stream up at the same time. Shouts out to Empire Arcadia. Also Smack.com. You guys have been seeing him. He's been putting a lot of videos on streaming live a lot of Twitch of Injustice the past few days. So a lot of guys got a chance to check him out. mkbob.org. The Gamer's Edge, which is where the Comet Network is currently going on right now. DV Mugen, MK Server, Mortal Kombat Online, TRMK, Ultra Spec Cables, MKMP Forum, MK Universe, Total Mortal Kombat, Pro Piece of Gaming, Emperor's Realm, put that back, Bifuteki, and Injustice Society. Guys, check out all those sites. If you can't see that, go to the old version of Twitch, not the new version. You'll see all the links down the bottom. If not, just Google it. You'll find it. Like I said, we got a lot of things to touch on tonight. Shouts out to KH Scar for winning Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
In Texas Showdown.
Not in the bathroom this time, right?
Yeah, not in the bathroom this time. Shouts out to Chris G for winning. Didn't he win like almost everything?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I think he won like everything. We'll get on to the whole fiasco that happened with Grand Finals a little later on. It's a little too early to talk about that right now. Also, shouts out to NetherRealm for releasing the Injustice game. So hopefully they finally cracked open the Battle of Champagne and are celebrating. Well, actually, I guess they'll celebrate once they see the numbers come in and the money flowing. So shouts out to them. Also, you know, guys, yesterday in Boston, there was a major bombing that went on in the marathon. As of right now, from what I heard, there was 3 people died. One of them was an 8-year-old boy, and it's quite a number of people was injured, and people lost their limbs, and people had to get amputated and stuff like that. So, you know, on a serious matter, you know, everybody, you know, just keep everybody's thoughts and prayers with them. And it's a real fucked up thing. I really hope they catch them. I didn't get a chance to really watch the news and what's going on right now. If they got more details, I heard they got a suspect as of right now that they're looking for. So hopefully they catch the stupid motherfucker who did this and see what happens, you know. But it was a real fucked up situation. If you guys saw the video, it was some serious shit, you know. I mean, I saw some graphic stuff, and it was not pretty, man. You know, it really hit home, and you know, I know a lot of us are not too pleased about that. What, you know, if that happened in our own, you know, like in our own neighborhood and at an event we were at, you know, we weren't like that either, and it's real fucked up, you know. Yeah, I see all the sad faces going on. I mean, yeah, dude, it's real messed up, you know. Why people would do some sick shit like that to fucking bomb a marathon is beyond me. So,
it's scumbags. Scumbags at their best.
Scumbag. I think they're saying it might be terrorist activity. So, I mean, I hope we're not going to fucking war again. I'm getting sick of this shit, dude.
Let's go to war with everybody.
Nah, man, I don't need a nuke strike coming down on top of me in the middle of nowhere and fucking I'm dead, you know?
All right, look. Everybody press 1 if we know that there's nukes, and the first thing you're going to do is find the hottest looking bitch and fuck the shit out of her. That's it. I know the nukes are coming. Some bitch is getting fucked. Very simple.
Oh, God, here comes the one. Here comes the one.
There you go. It just.
We got a 2. That guy person was like.
All right, well, maybe. All right, let me rephrase that. Or fuck the hottest guy in front of you. Just make sure it's not me.
If you put the number 2, that means a guy. But number 1 means a girl.
I wouldn't call it black clouds. I wouldn't call it rape. I would call it unconsensual ends of our lives.
Yeah.
Let me check something quick, because I believe I had. I was emailed.
Why you check that real quick? guys, as you know, the Justice Battle Arena was postponed yesterday because of those events. So we're waiting on word to find out when it's going to be and when they're going to reveal the character. As of now, supposedly the leaked person might be Lobo as the first DLC character. But, guys, it was not confirmed by NetherRealm.
It's Lobo. It's Lobo. When I picked up my copy today, I already paid it off. The GameStop dude said it was Lobo.
Yeah, because he's probably seen the same thing. Because that leaked image came out, but it still was not announced as being the first DLC character. NetherRealm has not confirmed that yet. So everybody's posting articles on different sites, and everybody's posting the picture of Lobo that got leaked out. Now we don't know if the picture's even real or not, but you know, as far as him, he might be a DLC for all we know, but he might not even be the first one. So we got to just wait and see until they get the official word from the stream. So hopefully they do the stream sometime during the week, which I assume they probably will, maybe like by the end of the week or something. James?
Yep.
You found what you're looking for?
No, I didn't. I didn't find it. I actually messaged him on Twitter, so I gotta wait for him. All right. So now, I am gonna go, and normally I go to a whole shout out section and everything. But what I want to do is the first thing I want to do is before I get really rolling here, I am going to throw something out there. We have a member, K-Frog, who is the guy who does all the songs for us on from Trip Sessions, and his partner Greg that are working on the video. Why is the guy upstairs walking around like he's got fucking shit in his feet?
What?
He's walking around like he took a shit in his fucking
Who is?
The guy upstairs.
Oh.
But basically, guys, they've done all the songs for us. The intro songs, the exit songs. They pretty much covered everything. They're working on the fighting game documentary premise of the game, and I'm gonna put this link out there. If you guys, can donate, and by the way, NPR 9, I did hear you mention it a couple of times. If you want to join OBS, all you got to do is either hit me up on any way you can get in contact with me after the show. It's JamesMK on Twitter, it's JamesMK on all the websites, or you can hit me up on Skype.
The On Blast Show account.
Just hit me direct instead of the On Blast Show one, because I don't really. I try not to hit that too much unless you're on it.
Okay.
But all you got to do is ask. You asked, you're in. OBS NPR 9, you're OBS NPR 9, unless you want to change your name to something else. And it's pretty simple. Like I said, it's a matter of to help K-Frog, who's in the chat right now, and Greg get this thing done and into the can and ready for production to get out there. It's a donation drive. Here it is, right? I just threw the link out there. Luigi Mansion is floating around. I've tried to get him once or twice, but he goes to bed early, so he's off of spring break. But no, for premise of the game, it don't matter whatever you can give to help him along, $1, $2, $100. Meat Hook.
This could be a very good documentary.
Meat Hook, what'd Ed Boon say? Ed Boon must love my show. But
yeah, that's right. He said he spoke to him because he went to Ed Boon was at the GameStop out in Canada.
Yeah.
So he got a chance to meet him. So he mentioned OBS to Boon.
OBS Ed Boon. As far as the shirt, Pariah Heart, I have an amount that I already produced that are already going out the door, and I'm going to do another run. Once I do another run, we are currently working on a site. And in that site, there's going to be a store, but obviously members get shirts for free. And everybody will be able to get shirts, get all the little knickknacks that they want. It's just a matter of being a sucker that works a 9 to 5, and that's not to pick on Triforce by saying that, but it's hard to juggle both things. Other things that are irking me. All right, before I go to my first guest, I'm only going to hit on this a little bit before, and we'll get back and forth to it all night.
Yo, shouts out to Neo Gap already talking about the show right now.
Are they? Wow.
Yeah, already.
Well, that James MK is such an evil guy. He's living off the children.
Yeah, we got one guy saying James MK is condoning rape in the Armageddon scenario.
Oh man. Might get to that point or something.
Actually, I believe it should be a holiday for men. Women got Valentine's Day. I mean, it's a men's Valentine's Day, but there should be a pick your girl day, and every guy should be able to choose a girl whenever they want, just one time, one day. That's all.
Pick your girl day.
Spoiler: it's not a rape holiday. That's going a little too far. I would call it more unconsensual day. But no, seriously, these guys have they've gotten on my dick, and they really, I don't know, maybe they think I care what they say. I mean, if they gave constructive criticism, I would listen. But when it's, I'm a Leatherface, I'm a Jelly Belly, I tweeted out there that they hurt me internally, so now I'm going to go get collagen, and I'm going to go do some steroids and work out, and maybe get a penile implant because my dick's small. And
oh, damn. Sorry.
Honey, how small is my dick? She says it's like a vagina. She thinks she's a lesbian because of me. That's how small it is.
Ask her if she wants round 2, dog.
You want round 2, dog?
No, I don't want shit.
She said, no, I don't want shit. She's in a bed.
I win. Let's 2 out of 3. I win.
2 out of 3.
It's over. You're free. Free. My Dormammu, my Sinestro, and this Filipino dick.
But nah, in all seriousness, like I said, I really don't. I really don't give a fuck. These people are what I call, and I hate to sound like a fucking Wall Street guy, but they are the 1%. They are the 1% in this community that feel because they play games that they have some obligation, that they're the head honchos, they're parts of the wheels of the Illuminati, which we will hit on in a little bit. I had seen some of the Twitter wars that were going back and forth, and to be honest, it made me it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh when people say they don't make no money. You guys, every guy that's in this chat right now is the 99%, and unlike the 1% who run around with all the money, we run around with the money to tell these tournament organizers, these streamers, these players, shut the fuck up. We want the tournaments to be ran a certain way. If you don't like it, we'll go somewhere else. We can go somewhere else. These people that feel like they're throwing us a bone because they're doing an event, I'll just stop doing events. Another one will pop up. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like these guys, have the market cornered. I've had a great time at all the events, Big E's stuff. I didn't get to go to Shin Block to final round. I will be going to the Fall Classic though. He does great events, but there are certain players out there that just tournament organizers out there that just they're full of themselves to the point where it's annoying. I've also seen commentators now jabbing it like Chris G. I guess they were saying that at Texas Throwdown, splitting the pot. And it's funny because these same motherfuckers that were jumping up and down, saying, oh, that's fucked up, he did it. They know this shit's been going on for fucking years.
This shit is nothing new. That's what bothers me. All the people that saw that act like pot splitting is something new. Like, oh my god, how could they do that? It happens at every tournament. And they still play it out. Most of the time, they play their hardest. Like Justin even said, he was playing his hardest. Chris G's just the better man. You gotta respect that. You can't just sit there and bitch like, oh, they didn't give us a good show and all that shit. They pick random to give you a show. Because you sit and bitch about more Doom all fucking day, all fucking tournament. This is so boring, Chris G, you're so lame. You can't then he picks random.
And
Because
won.
he can play the whole cast, and he fucking won.
Still won, and they were like, "Oh man, that's some bullshit, man. You threw the match." No, I still won, motherfuckers.
I know, and he tried his hardest. They're like, "Oh, you're not trying. You're killing esports, dog. Yo, CPM. No, fuck that."
Yo,
Christie always tried.
technically, the first match they had with the random, they didn't count it.
Yeah, they didn't even count it. He won 3-0
Yeah.
with his team. So I don't know why people were bitching in the first place. Like, oh, sponsors. Okay, they have an argument, somewhat of an argument, when they're talking about sponsors and pop bonuses. But when was the last time Marvel had a pop bonus? I really don't know. I'm not being sarcastic. So please, if you know in the chat, please tell me. Last time Marvel had a pop bonus.
I have no idea.
I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. All right. First of all, as far as a sponsored player, I do feel that the players should always try their hardest.
Bring Chris in. Chris is already in the chat.
Oh, he's ready?
Yeah, he's here.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna. First, I got PL.
Okay, so wait, you want to hold off on the subject then?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on this subject. Chris, don't go nowhere. I want to get Mr. PL in here.
Random select turning. My money's on Chris. Like all random, 3 out of 5. All random select tournament, Chris G. He's gonna win it. He can play 80% of the cast at a decent level. And people think he's trolling. He made the team on the fly, Jill, Joe, and Sentinel, and that was actually a good team. People are like, "Oh, you fucking troll! You're not gonna win with that." But he was blowing people up. He went 82 and 23 in casuals, and people are like, "Chris G doesn't play casuals." Fucking stream monsters.
What?
Seriously, they're like, Chris G doesn't play casuals because he doesn't go to Bum's house. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. He played 100 games in one sit down with everyone at the tournament, everyone who challenged him for free. Most top players, they want money matches. But Chris G played free casuals, 100 games. He even did a Kumite.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was watching some of that.
All right, let me go. You know what? PL is actually driving home, so I'm gonna grab Chris.
Okay.
No, dumbass, you don't count. It's on the fucking screen. God. They have wins and losses at the end of matches on Marvel on the screen. Say, did you count the matches? Are you fucking kidding me?
Chris G is offline. Chris, you want to get on? I can add you into this call. But no, I mean, the one thing I was trying to point out is, now if you're a sponsored player, that and something like this that comes up, it could tend to be a detriment to you as far as your sponsor looking at it as, obviously it's negatively impacting the community. You're not being the good circus monkey and putting on the good show. And, as somebody that's sponsored who's pushing a product, it could tend to jeopardize your sponsorship. I don't condone it. I'm not saying everybody that should do it, but you do get to a point with like somebody like Chris G that it's, it's pretty futile that you're matching up. So you might as well make it entertaining.
Right. And everyone knew who was going to win anyway. Like, I made a sign, SmackDown spoiler, Chris G wins. Like, who didn't know that shit? Chris G's
now the game writer's right, and, how does sponsorship work? Well, listen, sponsorship works in 3 or 4 ways. If a company wants to put a team of players together and doesn't have a product, then they're not a sponsorship. Mm-hmm. The whole point of a sponsorship is I'm going to send player X, Y, and Z to tournaments to perform good and talk highly about my products. Now if they don't, then you get rid of them. So it's like, it's kind of like, it's a give and take. It's, hey, I'll send you to the tournaments you want to go to, but I need you to promote my products. And hopefully that balance comes out in sales for them when it comes to their product. I know a lot of people have been brainwashed to think that, the sponsor fairies come down and just start giving players randomly money to go to tournaments for absolutely no reason. EG, from what I understand, Good, is EG is a marketing company which somehow, from their members list, does something. I don't want to say it's a marketing firm that kind of sells the names of the money, sells them the names of their members to other places, which help other companies sell products. But I could be wrong. I wanted to get, I'm waiting for Chris G to get on. But I believe it's entitled Gamers.
What?
Bifuteki said EG equals entitled Gamers. Yes, I mean they are the 1%, and I'm not taking nothing away from these players. They're great players, but like I said earlier, I don't believe any one player should be put up on a pedestal. I don't give a shit how good you are. I mean, I broke Daigo's balls, but it's not to be mean and malicious. One of the things that I was saying about the questions and whatnot was I wanted to ask him, like, questions that we would all kind of laugh at and basically say, you know what, let's bridge that gap between Japan and America. Hey, Daigo, what type of bitch you trying to get with? I don't care. We know he's the winningest, Street Fighter player out there. We know, we don't need to know his mindset. I want to ask him questions that, if he was stuck in New York City, how would he survive? With $20 in his pocket, or as Derptile says, what's his favorite favorite animal? And that's one of the things that was a little disappointing at the event, because I didn't get to ask any questions like that, and they really weren't doing one-on-ones. Yeah, exactly. See, Adam Sessler. Hey, Daigo, who's your favorite porn star? I mean, I'm sure, I bet you he's into black chicks. I bet you Daigo's into black chicks. He got that look like he's into the black chick thing. What's that? Simple women. But no, I mean, it's, I would have rather had, a more engaged on a human side rather than this Daigo the deity, and unfortunately it didn't happen. But like I said, it's a matter of it's basically just a matter of people heard my video, and I asked I gotta actually add him in here too while I'm at it. Hold on.
Who are you getting in?
The guy who shot the video with me.
Okay.
I keep forgetting his name. They're fucking horrible. Let me see. Awesome. My wife loves video games. She says you're all a bunch of fucking geeks.
Fuck you, bitch! I thought you gave up! Why are you talking shit?
He said, fuck you, bitch. She said, shut up.
Oh my god, no, he's
No, I will not shut up when you concede to the Filipino champ. You shut the fuck up!
He said, shut the fuck up. She said, oh. I think you're giving it a D over there.
I thought! Now make me a sandwich!
Yeah, make me a sandwich, bitch. Alright, hold on. Let me see where the hell this cat is. Oh, okay, hold on. Here we go. Hold on. Okay. Let's see, because I was in anger mode, because I was throwing a little fit, and this should get the boys over at NeoGaf and everywhere else all fucking
The video?
in a hissy.
Here we go.
I don't even know my password anymore. Oh shit, I actually remembered my password, really? Alright, let's see. Where is he? What am I not seeing? Where am I? Yoga plan.
Screen so.
Here we go. Okay.
Webcam.
Okay, here we go, guys. Alright, keep in mind, guys, of course, that I'm a dick. I'm a selfish, pompous fucking bastard. So let me put this video on here, and as mean and evil as I am, the funniest part is by the end of the night, I was bullshitting with Daigo and talking with Seth Killian, so I got no problems with them. So these guys need to get their fucking dicks in check and stop fucking riding my cock. With that, here we go. Let's see. Boom. All right, here we go. Let's jack it up.
Man, we needed Blake so badly at that tournament.
Horrendous.
The crowd was so dead. It was like 8 of us.
Hold up.
Typical Capcom PC community-oriented questions. Do you feel you're a role model? You're fucking video games. You're not curing cancer. No matter how fucking good you are at the game, you're still not a role model. You know, and what you gonna do when you ain't winning no more? You got some kind of skill set, or you gonna go back to that delivery truck that you were working at for those couple of years?
Yo, Blast! Yo, OBS?
Real talk. As Triforce likes to say, that's real talk.
Oh.
You know, it's and this is the problem with the fighting game community, because they're getting everything gets diluted down, and it's still made to feel that like this esports shit that's gonna magically appear is all of a sudden the fucking esports fairy gonna come around and just give money away. So a bunch of fucking kids can play games for no personal gain of the investors, just because they just want to give the money away. It's fucking sad, actually. And people eat this shit up like fucking guppies in a fucking pond.
Yo, Blast!
I mean, like I said, I got nothing against the cat. You know, what's his name? Fucking Daigo fucking Uma Suarez.
Yo! Yo!
But, you know, this Seth Killian, you know, he gave me softball questions, and I kind of thought they would actually ask some personal questions. I mean, apparently he was taking some jabs at infiltration, I heard. Yeah, he's getting little jabs in there, saying at his play style. The fucking game! The goddamn game, dude. It's not like you're doing something like racing cars or something that's actually dangerous in life. You know, what's the worst that you can happen? You get another life.
Yo, carpal tunnel syndrome. Yo, us old folks seem to get it quicker than others.
All my knuckles work fine. You crack them, a couple of pills, and you're good to go. 2 shots, 2 pills, 2 beers, and you're good to play the game for another fucking 2 decades.
Yo, JamessMK, yo, all Blast show, yo, tune in, yo. Yo, this week, yo, I will be tuning in. Yo, Tuesday, I will be guesting. Yo, tune in, yo.
I'll bring you on, definitely. I want to as many guys that watch this show.
Yo, I got you, yo, ladies and gentlemen.
Put some feedback at the end there.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, that was the evil video which I received so much hate for calling Daigo Uma Suarez. You know, the horror of me. It was a joke. People need to lighten up. Take him off of his pedestal. He's a fucking human, just no different than you and I. He's written books or a book. You know, he's a little bit of a celeb, but he's still a fucking human. And I ain't treating nobody special. I don't care who you are. Anyway, like I said, the whole point was, who's feeding back? Somebody's feeding back on me.
Can you hear yourself? I think this mic is too good. Like, hold on, let me pull it out. All right, talk now.
Yeah, now you sound better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably too sensitive. You just got to adjust the level on it.
What kind of headset you got there?
Fuck you, AG, for making awesome products. You sons of bitches.
You want to give a little AGE plug?
For AGE DevilMaySpy.
You need a Fanatiq voice.
I wish I could.
You know, but no, I mean it's you know, it's funny because like I said, people got all fucking. I mean, Natish, you showed it to me. I had no idea how upset they were getting. You know,
Oh yeah, I came across that. I was like, oh shit.
You know, like I said, I had what did I have? Let's see. Where is it?
If I was still going, I didn't even read if there was any more posts on that.
Oh well, you know, the video just went back up, so it was like I said, it was like 300 views and like 200 dislikes in like 5 minutes. You know, so you know the apparent Illuminati and their sheep don't like me, and I don't give a fuck. You know, I do this show for you guys and you guys only. You know, I have no other reason to do this show. Let me find. Well, you know, they redid this whole fucking Twitch again. But like I said, the whole point of this show is to entertain you guys. If you really think that I'm going to go put a wife beater on and beat my wife later, you got issues. You really got issues. You know, I don't need to wear a wife beater shirt to do that. I could do it regularly with just a regular blue t-shirt on. So I'm not going to go wasting and getting her blood all over my shirt. And she probably will beat the shit out of me. But, you know, like I said, you know, to all those Capcom dick riders out there, fucking lighten up. Enjoy life. Life's too short. You know, these are the same people that back in the day wouldn't last 5 minutes in an arcade. You know, it's easy to type. JamessMK has a leather face and a jelly belly, and he's hurtful and says mean things. He doesn't know nothing about nothing, and he's trying to ride on the fame of Daigo. Am I? Am I really? You know, I'm trying to ride. And Daigo is a guy, not a god. You know? Fuck, ask for one thing, and then in the next moment, ask the opposite. I don't know, line X, what does that mean? Help me understand that. You know, Daigo is a great guy. I mean, that's all I can say. I got nothing bad to say about him. His translator, she's kind of cute. So, you know, hey, translator, if you're not doing nothing and my wife's at work and you want to stop by, I got you. You know, but you know, it's like I said, it's. Yeah, my wife said I wouldn't be able to do that. She'd be like, "I'm too busy. I gotta play a video game." But no, seriously, you know, guys need to lighten up with that shit. The other thing I was talking about earlier is, you know, on Twitter, in the Twitterverse, you know, everybody's ripping into Chris G, and I see Ultra David, or is it Ultra Chen, or whatever his name is.
Ultra David.
Yeah, you know, ripping into him. These holier than thou fucking people, this fucking guy. By the way, here, this is that guy's voice. Do that again, devil.
Oh, who?
Giving the crazy eyes.
Give those googly eyes again.
Whose voice am I doing, dog? What? I wasn't paying attention.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Too busy
Yeah, they're
trolling
saying
the
that
chat.
rate face.
That rate face. You know, but, you know, like I said, you know, all these people, they got this holier than thou mentality. They know what's best for the community. They know who and, you know, how this community should go. You know, and one of the things I tweeted is, you know, you guys had 10, 15 years to do it and you ain't done shit. Except put money in your pocket. And then I've had people tweet me, the tournament organizers make money, the streamers make money. They have to. They have to. If they're going to travel all over the place the way they do, they got to be making something. You know, that's a fact, you know.
Yeah,
now,
they need the money to put another event on.
Now,
also.
I'm not sitting here saying they go out and they make a fucking $300,000, you know, every event, but they make money. You know, and there's nothing wrong with making money. Making money is good.
Mm-hmm.
David just called out something he doesn't agree with. The very same thing you do with your show. Hey, you know what? And I'm not saying that he can't call it out, but it's the way he trolled Chris G after a while. I actually, like I said, I agree sponsored players should always try their hardest. You know, but unfortunately, sometimes you can't tell. Now, you know, look at somebody like Chris G, who uses his crazy fucking team. Now, if he changes his team, does that, you know, to something else, does that mean he's throwing it?
Oh, good, because she's on now.
Is he? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just logged into Skype. Add him to the call.
All right.
Serious business time.
George, don't go nowhere. You gotta stay all night here, okay?
No, I can't, Mrs. James.
She said he can't.
You can? How come my husband he can?
I gotta be up at 4:30, and I carry a gun for a living. I have to be awake for my job.
He carries a gun for a living, so he has to be awake.
Please.
I got a target on me fucking 10, 12 hours a day.
Because he carries $5 to ATM machines all day.
I will put jean shorts on right now. Love me some black jean shorts. Let's go.
Chris
Okay.
G, what's up, sir?
All right. Windows sucks, and how the hell? So I'm on the Skype thing on Windows. How do I go back to the actual? What, man?
What are you on, Windows 8?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Windows
Like-
is so stupid.
This is ridiculous. Okay, so you have a whole bunch of boxes I'm looking at. It's stupid little icons. One of them says Skype, and I'm trying to. Okay, so I'm on Skype, and I'm trying to go back to the thing. Why isn't there a button that allows me to do that?
What are you using? Windows 7?
He's on 8.
Oh, yeah, that sucks ass. Yeah, you know what? You got to call Skype customer service.
No, the Skype key. I mean, the Windows button doesn't work that way anymore.
You know what you could do? Like I told James, James.
What are you trying? Wait, what are you trying to get to? The Windows to? What are you trying to get to? Just tell me what you're trying to get to, and I'll tell you how to do it.
Okay, I think I'm actually good now. It's like,
Upper left corner. If you go to the upper left corner of the new.
oh, okay.
See that?
That's so stupid.
Hello. My name is JamessMK. Welcome to the Windows 8 desktop. How can I help you?
You're telling me I have to go to? Oh my god.
You must go to the left side of the screen. Do you know how to operate the mouse? Do you know how to operate? My name is Buraskini Hanasha Umarahara. How can I help you today? Do you have the premium plan, or do we have to take your credit card?
All right. Damn.
That's not racist, man. That's fact.
That's the truth.
You can't call any help desk anywhere and not land in either India or Pakistan.
Yeah.
All right, so you're good to go now? You know what? I just heard Windows the service pack. What they're doing is they're re-releasing it where it goes to the desktop right away, and they're giving you the start button back again.
Oh, I need that start button.
Yeah. So I mean, that's. I just read that. Actually, I just read that today that they're putting it back in. So anyway, Mr. Chris G, what you got going on? Why are you starting wars everywhere, man?
Like I wrote before, I don't like controversy, but I will definitely welcome it.
All right, so give us a rundown of from Texas Showdown. What was going through your mind? Oh, by the way, what's your favorite animal?
I'm gonna go with giraffe.
Okay, a giraffe. Finally, somebody picks a giraffe. There's nothing wrong with giraffes. Shout outs to giraffes, everybody, and koala bears. And koala bears.
They fight with their neck. That's crazy.
You got to see when they get their neck broken and shit, and it's like fucking. Their head actually gets stuck up their ass. But needless to say, all right. So let's roll back to Texas Showdown. You were accused of pot splitting.
Tell like it is, Chris.
Hold on, give me a second. Can you go downstairs for me? Pizza. Thank you. You get a slice.
Get
All right,
that
guys,
New York pizza.
All right, so actually, this was what was happening even before Texas Showdown. Like, I've done this since the beginning of time.
Wait. Before you get into that, here's a very, very serious question. Are you splitting a pizza?
Yes, I am splitting the pizza.
You split everything, man.
I'm a nice person. Like, what the hell?
Splitted.
Anyway, go ahead.
So yeah, like freaking Big 2, Guard Crush, any other tournament I've been at, even at UCC Texas, the tournament before that, I played Wolf Crone in Grand Finals using Dan. And it's like, I don't know why people feel like they're entitled to something from me when I make absolutely nothing from them. All I get is like, yeah, Chris G, you're pretty good. But it's like, if I lost, then damn, Chris G, you kind of suck. So this double standard thing for all these top players, it's like, okay, well, you're good for now, and until you're done being good, I'm gonna keep on like riding you, and then after you start sucking, you know, I'm gonna just be like, well, okay, you were good once, but now you're not relevant, so yeah, now you could go to hell and not make any money. So it's like, it's pretty stupid, and that's what I don't like, that people like put me on some type of high level where if I don't do good or if I don't make them feel good for watching, like I've done something bad in the world. And yeah, it's pretty stupid. So it's like at Texas Showdown, I did what I did, and pretty much I was gonna do it regardless. The crowd wanted what they wanted. There was a lot of people there who wanted me to pick random, who wanted Justin to pick random. And it's like, because of I don't know, apparently the viewers at home are more important than the people who actually come to the events. That's what I actually found, which was disrespectful to everyone. So it's like, okay, so you're salty watching at home, but we got happy people at the venue. I mean, which one's more important?
I think the venue.
Exactly. They paid to go.
Without the venue, those people at home ain't got shit to watch.
Yep.
Exactly. So the stupid part is, which I thought was really sad, was that I was in top 8 KOF, right? And instead of doing it on, they had 2 streams. Instead of doing it running like both games at one time, they decided to do it at 1 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, they kicked everybody out. So while we were playing, there was nobody to watch us. I thought that was pretty messed up, because it's like, you have somebody, Romance, you know, you got Gian, you got me and Mario, top 4, and we look behind us and everybody got kicked out. And it's like, are you serious? So why should I keep there's no reason for me to play. I'm probably going to lose. I mean, that's kind of apparent because it's KOF. But it's like, why can't I just quit and go home? I've done my job. That's it. Bye. The same thing in any game that I play. It's like, I could do whatever I want. It's a video game. If I don't want to play, I don't have to play.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I did that with Justin, and the crowd liked it, but apparently the stream is another story.
I enjoyed it. I actually liked the fact you guys went random, so like it showed you guys are capable of using more than one character in the game.
Exactly.
And you proved that.
But I don't know, man. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
I've done it many times. I've quit. I freaking went home. I've pretty much picked random select before. I did it on Bala in Power Up. I even picked Jill early on in the tournament, and again, nobody said anything. I picked Jill. I bodied whoever I was playing, and everyone liked it. So this makes it. This is no different.
No, I mean, look, I will say this, you know, you're riding a fine line, you know, with sponsorship, only because with sponsors, they can look at it, you know.
Can you add Unknown and Fanatiq in the call?
Yeah, Fanatiq.
Just like somebody wrote, I do get tired of playing my Morgan team. And yeah, so I want to play something else.
You know what? Add them in, Natish. I don't have them on my list. I gotta go through it.
Let me see. I don't think I have. I don't have a no.
Both of you guys, anybody that wants to get on, make sure you add me or add Natus, and then I'll add you into the call. You know what it is? I sometimes people's names are something different, and I can't find it. It might be their
I'm
real
looking.
name. But no, I mean it's all right. Let's see what we got here. Bifu.
Spooky, get your ass in the call, man. You're not taking the show over. Just get in the call, Spooky.
Spooky, come on.
Come on, you're not hurting anybody's feelings. Join the call. Share your opinion.
I can't find Fanatiq. I got too many people on my damn list. Also.
Yeah, well, here we're adding Spooky. Spooky, this is it. We're putting you in. No, he's going busy on me, man. Come on now.
Really?
Wow.
And like another thing is that like at Evil, right? I picked my Ryu team on Justin, right? And remember, 3 out of 5. I didn't have to pick Ryu. I could have picked Morgan, which was my team. But I picked Ryu for everybody else. I did what everybody wanted me to do, and I picked my original team. And guess what? I actually won. But, again, double-sided coin. I picked my Ryu team against, Ricky at Canada, I forgot which one it was, and I lost. And apparently they called it sandbagging. So it's like...
You're damned either way.
Yeah, exactly. So it didn't make any sense unless I win. It says I counter-picked him. How do you counter-pick Virgil with Ryu? You guys are so stupid. I should, like, slap individuals in the face one at a time. There's no counter-picking. What? You don't just be, well, okay, if I counter-pick Morgan, I don't have to deal with Doom. And then, if I kill Doom, Virgil is like, he's not going to randomly X-Factor and beat my whole team.
I mean, look, like I said, my only issue with it, and now everybody says, well, it's not a team sport. First of all, it's not a fucking sport. Correct yourself. It's fucking entertainment. It's gaming, or as Triforce like to say, what is it? Digital competitive interaction or some shit like that. Okay. But the only thing like I said, the only reason I say it's wrong is it can hurt you via sponsorship if your sponsor, isn't cool with that.
I say.
And especially if the fact that like it gets out like it did now, where everybody's basically humping your leg, calling you a piece of shit because you split money that one way or another you entertain. I mean, it's sad that it's come to a point where, I watched Twitter going on today and everybody was shouting back and forth. Well, not shouting, but, bouncing back and forth with each other, bitching and moaning about this. And I'm going, really, I'm sorry to downplay this whole thing. But, here we got some shit going on in Boston, fucking people getting blown up, and we're worried about 2 people splitting a pot that were, at the end of the day anyway, and it was entertaining.
If I could just jump in right quick,
Sure.
I'm going to just point out something really quickly. I've said this forever, and everybody should know this by now. Pots are split at every major that has happened in the last year, okay? I mean, and long before then, everybody pot split. So if they're mad about people pot splitting right here, you just don't understand. It is going to happen regardless. Understand that.
I know for a fact, in the MK universe, I don't know, but for MK9, the first pot split was, that PvP tournament. So since then, pots have been getting split. It's just, it's the way it is. And as long as, guys, at least guys try to put on a show. That's all I care about. I don't want to see, and like I said, I don't know, what feasibly is the shittiest Marvel team you could put together? Like one that like you did it and people would be like, oh my God, this guy's just a loser.
Oh, there's a few of those.
You know,
Damn,
so
there's a few.
if you were to go that, two of those teams with two top players, people would be like, all right, come on.
I don't know. I think Ryu, Wesker, Emmy's kind of a shitty team. Or Ryu, Wesker, Hawkeye.
You know, so as long as you don't do that, you know, now I'm not telling you got to pick your main team. You know, like you did, Chris. You didn't pick your main team. You randomed, which I think is kind of cool. You're both random. You know,
back in the days in Mortal Kombat. Go ahead.
How could people think that we weren't trying to win? There's a trophy on the line for every game. You act like, okay, I wasn't going to try to win the trophy. Of course I was going to try to win the trophy. I love trophies. Right now I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 20. I have over like 20, 30 trophies. And you think I don't want to win that? Are you serious? Like, but again, we're doing this a different way. And like, okay, Justin has been known for being able to use different characters. I've been known to be able to use different characters. In Thirst Strike, I used over the entire cast. You know, Justin can play many characters in every other game. Marvel 2, he had the best low-tier teams. So it's like, okay, we go into Marvel 3, people want to see different characters. They're tired of seeing Morrigan versus Wolverine. It's literally what has been going on for the past like 5 months, literally. And okay, so now you see difference, but the fact is that you don't like difference. And again, another thing is that what Pierre Rog and Justin actually did something not so long before that. But because it's me and Justin, they expect us to hate each other. They want us to have some type of retarded rivalry where if one of us loses, we're all gonna be salty. You know, if like they want us to be able to cut each other's throat at the end of the day because we're East versus West. You know, blah 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 blah.
No, it's like Fanatiq said, it's been going on. You know, the fact that it's a conversation that's happening now when commentators, tournament organizers, either you guys are the most naive motherfuckers on the planet and you shouldn't be running tournaments and commentating, or you knew it was going on all this time. But now you want to play this, oh, it wasn't us, we didn't know nothing. You know, and we don't condone this. You know, they'll condone whatever puts viewers on their channel, or they'll condone what put people in the seats at their tournament. You know, and that's real.
I mean, another thing, though, I feel like what was a big part of this problem, I feel like, was that it was commentated extremely poorly. And it was, people were already led to believe that they weren't trying. I know that the initial round, the very first round that they did where it was random select, even though they were obviously still trying, I think people already had this bad taste in their mouth where they felt like, oh man, you know, they're not going to try. So then once they switch to their real teams and they're actually competing and actually trying, it doesn't matter what happened at this point. You're just going to have everybody saying stuff like, oh yeah, you know, you're not trying, you're throwing the match. Like, that's what got me. It's like, yo, you're not even... It wasn't even thrown like that. Like at this point, them niggas was actually going in, and
we went in from the get go. Like that's what people don't understand.
Right.
But of course, them two commentators want to be morons, and then they want to mock me. Like, no, get the hell out of here. Like, don't mock me when you like when I played it out. I did play it out. So by you know, like making fun of the entire game, you're making fun of the entire industry, you're downplaying everyone just because somebody did something that wasn't what you intended, or so. I don't know what they're trying to make it seem.
You know, and it's an issue that we can go around and round with. You know, now I've seen like the boys at Evo going, "Oh, this would never happen at our event." Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. It happens more at your event than it does anywhere else because there's more money at stake. You know, and it's a safe bet for the top players to say, hey, you know what? Better to walk off with something than nothing.
All day.
You know, and I don't, you know, I'll say this, you know, some players don't, you know, some players will say no. Not too many, though, because, like I said, everybody wants to fucking get paid.
Yo, PL is calling us right now.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to add him, but I can't, I didn't see him. Let's see. Oh, maybe he's...
We having that same issue again?
Yeah, invisible.
While he fixes that, DevilMaySpy, I wanted to talk to you really quickly about something that I had noticed. I was wondering, where'd you get that amazing headset that's on your head right now?
Wait. Did you donate? Are you guys giving any money to this show? Because if you don't give money to this show, I can't have that.
Yeah, you got stopped.
I got stopped in box. The stop box.
Anyway, go ahead with your promos. Get them out there.
I just wanted to go in.
I'm just saying. Go on. No, seriously. Get. You know, I mean, you got 700 people in here.
Yourself 15% off at PDP.com. It's amazing.
What was that again? AGE Chris G, you said?
Yeah. That's what I did.
And if you put in the promo code AGE JamesMK, you get 125% off of those very headsets that DevilMaySpy is wearing. 125%. They're going to send you those headsets plus $25. And they're going to pay shipping.
SOD, we pay you to take one of the best headsets on the market right now.
You know, and Fanatiq, you know, like I said, you know, and I was breaking your balls a couple of weeks ago, but I was defending you. And you were like, nah, man, I don't. He kind of said something that was. I'm like, wait, I was the one that was saying you should be able to say what you want as long as you don't sit there on a 40-minute stream for 40 minutes and just say it. But I wouldn't give a shit if you came up every 15 minutes and said it. I mean, you're putting people in their seats.
Absolutely.
What's wrong with a little promo?
I learned though. I really did. I learned there's like there's a different agenda on different people, and you have to abide by different people's agenda. And once I recognized that, then it helped me come to the realization that, you know what I'm saying, even if my intentions weren't negative, people are affected negatively by it. So I went ahead and took that back. I decided from now on I'm not on no commentary. I don't even want to do it. Now I know a lot of people, you know, some people say I should go ahead and do it. I'm not about it. I just decided since you know what I'm saying, if there's all sorts of red tape and restriction, I'm not that nigga. I like to go bareback. You know what I'm saying? As free as can be. You know what I'm saying? I'm a commando type nigga. So if I'm gonna go in the stream and you're gonna start automatically, like, you know what I'm saying, telling me you can do this, you can't do that, you know what I mean? I'm not about it. I'd rather just go ahead and knock it off altogether and just be like, I'm not gonna commentate at all. I mean, I feel like we've already blown up quite a bit. PDP sales have been OD since that situation, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like we just, you know, I'm gonna just let it rock. You know what I mean? I feel like everything that was supposed to happen has happened. I'm completely cool. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not even like salty about the situation. Real talk.
No, and you know what? You know, but you know what? That's something that, and I'm not trying to step on anybody, but in a world of so-called professionalism, that is something that, you know, is not a line that's been drawn in the sand ever. Yeah. So it's like, well, now that the line's drawn in the sand and you understand, then it is what it is. But if you don't draw that line, how can I be mad at you for promoting your products?
Yeah, I think that was my biggest contention though. It was just like, well, I mean, you ain't never told me we was cool. It was all good just a week ago. And now it's like, this is a big old issue. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right, now that I know that, all right, I respect it. You know?
All right, Carl, you're feeding back.
Yo. God damn it, Carl. Are you on your phone?
Come on, Carl.
Yo, Fanatiq, your best friend
I know you're there.
Hey, what's good, Remix?
Hey, Fanatiq, what's your favorite animal?
Oh, and Amy Wong.
Hey, Zeph. Dang, I guess I got. Let me think about that for a minute. I'll give you one.
And Jahi, what's your favorite animal?
Fucking, I don't know, a fucking Komodo dragon or some shit. I don't know. What kind of question is that?
What do you mean? What kind of question is that?
a troll question,
I take
man.
questions from the audience, and the audience asks, "What's your favorite animal?"
If a nigga asks you what kind of condoms you use, like, what the fuck? Who gives a fuck? Like,
I go raw.
Who uses condoms nowadays? Isn't it 2013? Who uses those?
gosh, I just
We wiped.
didn't we?
Didn't we wipe? Didn't we wipe out all those diseases?
Yeah, I mean the technology got to be able to keep you up. I mean, Magic Johnson, look at him. That nigga, alright.
That nigga is not real. He does not
quick
exist.
thing. I was just looking at the Ultra Chen chat just now, and people are asking, "Yo, what stream is Chris G on?" And they post a link to On Blast Show, and they keep deleting the links. They're mad deleting the fucking links on there.
Oh god.
On Ultra Chen's stream right now, they keep deleting the link to OBS.
Hey, Ultra Chen, I invite you to my show. Come on.
Oh, they're doing theirs right now.
So we can take a break.
Take a break. You want to go raid their room?
Everybody go raid. Ultra Chen's chat.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
Send them.
That would be so wrong.
Oh, I just got black in here.
It ain't finna get that.
Send them an OBS birthday card.
Not going to jail now.
Not those dick things. But no, seriously, Carl, you there? No call. Carl, I think you're. I don't know what's my.
PL.
PL. Hold on.
PL, you there?
He's probably working on the mic.
Damn, PL, you always messing up.
Yo. Hello? Can you
Yo,
hear
There
me?
you goes.
There you
Yeah,
go.
we can hear
I
you.
had to plug in my AGE headset.
Oh gosh!
Did you pick it up with the promo code AGE Fanatiq for 25% off?
Yo, I got this 100% off. I ain't paid nothing for it.
Are you serious?
Oh.
Yo,
Fuck you, Chris.
Man, what prismatic?
No, that was
the glow. There you go.
Oh wow, you got the glow going on and everything.
right.
Let's go. I respect it. I mean, it's not everybody has such an amazing product. So you being one of the
I know, man. I had to make sure I got the best, man. Thank you, Fanatiq.
Yeah, that's OD. That's OD. I respect it. Oh yeah. Look at that sexy glow. Oh, that glow is OD.
Dude, wait, hold on. Wait. I got something else.
Got that glow.
I got all the products.
See,
alright?
guys,
I got
this
all
is
the
when you
products.
when you win tournaments and stuff like that, you can afford to buy stuff like this.
Yo, people are blowing up fucking Ultra
wait.
Chen's chat right
Wait.
now. Bad.
Oh shit!
Oh, get you some of this glow.
Ooh, look at that. It matches the headset.
I got more.
Carl, while you're getting the other, I need to ask you a question because people have said this before and I need to know for sure. They say that this increases your pep.
See these?
Oh, that's OD.
Hold on. I'm turning the lights off.
I think he robbed the fucking GameStop.
I got all of them, motherfucker.
Look at DevilMaySpy going all Tron-like and shit.
Green, blue, and green, hold that
I
shit.
have all three of those. I'm tripping out.
He got all the AGE products, but
Dude, I
his
got all
camera
the
look like
lightsabers. I got red, blue.
he using
I
a
got-
Game Boy camera.
Man, this camera is ass.
My nigga,
Yo, they got that? They got Game Boy cameras?
My niggas using ColecoVision and shit.
Yo, they're really going ham on the Ultra Chen chat.
Yo, y'all need to stop. I'm not. It ain't my chat. I'm gonna just say y'all should probably stop. Let's go because Twitch cops will come in here and do some stuff.
I know all the Twitch cops.
Hey, look. All I'm saying is,
I don't know if y'all can hear me, but
I'm a community. I'm a community person here.
I
Yes,
can't
we
hear
hear you.
anybody right now.
D nice, we
But
hear
I
you
got
fine.
my
Everyone had that headset.
This is a pretty good one.
Dang! Are all of these people?
Everybody got AG headsets?
They do, and I bet you they all use the promo code AGE Chris G.
All right, yo, I
Yes,
just get myself
we
right
did.
now. I gotta get
I
rid of
like
these
me some
Titans
soul
now.
fists.
Oh my lord! You gotta try. Oh, time that nigga out.
Hold on. Before you say that, I won it at ECT. I wanted the raffles. So
Oh, okay.
I didn't actually buy it. I won it.
Yeah, as long as you got it free.
Use the AGE code JamesMK, and you'll get 125% off. PDP gonna be like, yo, Fanatiq, don't go on that motherfucking show no more.
No, PDP is the coolest hands-off sponsor ever. They just gonna be like, hey, you understand what people are saying? It's like, yeah, I know what they're saying. Okay, go on and do what you do. I mean, that's what it really boils down to. Them niggas, they are so hands-off.
They seem, let me tell you something. I've actually talked to them about improving some of the, when they did the MK9 stick, about ways to improve their products, and they're very receptive. They listen to quote unquote the little man that or just the top player. They'll listen to your opinion and actually consider it. They're not going to just go, yeah, all right, don't worry about it, and move along. They actually listen to what I said, of ideas I was saying about, improving it. So, I mean, I give shout outs to PDP, without a doubt. And the only ones that keep it real with some OG looking sticks.
Yeah, they do actually. I mean, and they actually got a brand new joystick coming out with this Injustice. I don't think I haven't even seen it myself though. But I mean, if it's anything like the amazing Afterglow headset, the AG1 and the Prismatic spelled with the Q, I'd imagine that this joystick is gonna be OD.
Oh my god.
Mad? How mad are you guys? Right.
Honestly, I've always loved American sticks. Like growing up in the arcade scene, that was the only thing I could use. Like if it wasn't for Street Fighter 4, I would still be using an American stick because like. I was forced to play on that, so it was like, all right, I guess I gotta get myself a Sunwood ball top and Sunwood buttons, and yeah, I was like, whatever.
I'm not about the bat top.
Yeah, I like the bat top. I like the bat top.
I mean, even
that's old school.
Growing up, I didn't really crack out in arcades like y'all, but I definitely went to arcades, and I hated using an arcade stick, and I hated the bat top. And when I finally grew up and saw the jab sticks, I was like, well, I'm